Alright, this is a 2AR redo from practice round 5. The 2NR was politics and case. I run the visas half. Okay. It is a battle for the impacts of case alone. The agriculture and warming relations impacts were all conceded. Warming was flat drops. Only passes through the plan solves for warming in time. Reacts as a faster time frame due to the magic of field. Only the affirmative can have STEM workers come to the United States and innovate green technology which would spill over globally. That's the permanent evidence. And warming would cause immediate extinction. Typical indicates that billions would die instantly and sea level would rise 80 meters, decreasing carrier capacity, collapsing the ecosystem. And they've conceded the manufacturing impact, which indicates that innovation is key to manufacturing, which is key to prevent great power war, solving for the root cause of the dishead. Reason why we remedy their impact and access all the offense in the drone by bringing workers from Mexico. We boost innovation as a result, allow for manufacturing to increase. Our evidence indicates that bringing workers from outside the United States is key to keep America's economic competitiveness with the rest of the world, and the impacts of AF come before the impacts of dishead. Reason why you vote AF now. Our evidence indicates that only economic growth is key to stopping CCP collapse, which is key to stability, which causes nuclear war, which means that any risk of the plan not happening is offense for us, and the AF solves for the impact of the dishead. Even if dishead doesn't happen, the AF will remedy both. We may not solve for pro-life, but we solve for the internal link. And STEM workers, we bring workers to the United States, which makes our AF greatest. That we give visas would catalyze the movement of more workers. Our evidence from manufacturing flow indicates that only workers from Mexico are key to solving. We have a 100% risk of affirmative, but there's a 0% risk of dishead. They've conceded that uniqueness overwhelms the link, which means that immigration as a whole will not occur. Their uniqueness evidence indicates that Senate as well as the House has already passed 5 immigration bills and are gaining momentum, but their link card indicates that the passage of the plan, which is a form of immigration, is unpopular. This ties back to our permutation and rational policymaker can pass both the plan and the dishead, in which both cases are forms of immigration. The CR reform bill includes increases in the number of visas provided by workers in a path to citizenship. They are both engagement with Mexico and not based on fighting of the drug war, exactly what their link card is talking about, which meaning that either there's no link to the dishead or zero risk to CRI passing a status quo. Either way you prefer the world of the affirmative, and the juror evidence indicates that terrorists already have access to nuclear weapons now, which means that their impact should have already been triggered, and that means that they could also engage in terrorist attacks on another country or the U.S. embassy of foreign soil. And there are multiple arguments that are damning in this round. First, they can see that the perm on the dishead or rational policymaker can pass both the plan and the dishead. Also feel would solve the link for the one instance the plan is the same as the dishead. This ties back to our impact outweighs the link argument that even if the dishead key relations, the politicians won't repeal it because the AF, which is already an instance of dishead. Even if you don't buy this, they've also conceded that fiat solves the links, which means that the plan is passed instantaneously through Congress will not cost political capital. And the second argument does mishandle on the block and conceded in the 2NR was the climate dumper. Obama's already passionate about the climate support and policies about promoting conservation and cleaner air. The second warning in the card is damning this round because it indicates that President's climate plan is already arriving at a turbulent time when Senate Democrats have to defend their 21 seats in the next mid-year election, while the Republicans only need 14. The numbers are damning when they try to prevent the GOP from gaining 7 seats, and the majority, that's the climate war evidence, and the affirmative is distinct from the dishead. First off, we are a different form of immigration. The AF is better than the current immigration reforms in the status quo. We give workers the power to bargain with employees, which means that the AF access to our impacts better since workers would work harder and not have to worry about job security, whereas a current immigration skilled labor would never accept an insecure job and get deported, losing all of their property. The passage of the plan is key to spark immigration and start the process of immigration to start rolling. This was a conceded argument in the 2NR, and the status quo is not sufficient. Evidence indicates that workers are needed now. People are starving. The economy is low. Our evidence of manufacturing indicates that only workers from other countries are key to maintain superiority, and they fail to extend their link card, which means that immigration as a whole would be viewed as the same. This means that there's no reason why the plan and the dishead are popular as they become fundamentally the same, which means that there's no reason why they can't just do both. And also, they said that the two are the same, which means that our permutation on the dishead would solve for all of their offense and all of the impacts, which means that only the affirmative has offense in the round. We access the better impacts in the round, and this also ties back to the impact that weighs the link argument that since both are forms of immigration, in the case in dishead both lead to extinction, there's no reason why we cannot do both. And extend 1 AR 10, there's no impact to dishead. They've conceded that relations between the United States and India can only grow even if there's a 1% risk of our impact of our Mexican relations advantage. This would display America's rationality. India is currently seeking to increase economic and political ties with Mexico. Only strong relations with Mexico and the United States ties the two countries together. Not a reason why the AF solves for the dishead through the Mexican relations advantage, which was also conceded in the 2NR.